on simply writing simple code. Programming is not just about writing computer programs. It's also about reading and understanding them in the future. Sometimes it is a very good idea to look at our computer programs from far in the future and ask, what would the older me wish to see? There are usually three choices. Tasty spaghetti code, which can be demanding to read. Object-oriented code, which can work in theory, but never does in practice. And functional programming code, which is about as limited as it gets. But it is actually what we want, because the limitations enforce simplicity. Functional programming demands that we write small functions, and they only really run in a single line. You don't really need to use a functional programming language to write functional programs. You don't really need anything for it. But, it may be a good idea to put all your functions in a simple list or an array, which can further enforce the simplicity of your program. Here, there is no room for branching logic. You just put huge chunks of the whole program in a single column. What simple functional programming means in practice is simplicity. So that when the older you does come back to change something or upgrade something, not only does the older you get programs that are all written in a simple single line and thus reveal what they are doing with just their function names alone, but you can also take this list of functions and inject some debug and logging functions in between. Because it is just input and output, you can inspect what the functions are sending down the program very easily. All this simplicity adds to create flexibility for your future self. But don't worry, you don't have to learn a new programming style. Simply learn from it and build your programs out of simple lists of functions that are simply executed one after another, and in an easy to inspect and extend sequence.